Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Okay, 1 minute. So gold, Friday, I sent this chart where I was looking for downside here on gold. So this was marked on Friday. On Friday, I didn't came live. So if you go to 1 minute, 5 minutes, we have this order block on gold. Price have created this trend line liquidity, and we have this imbalance which took out the previous low. So I was waiting for price to react from this order block, but then price did not give us any change of pattern. Here we can see something happening. So I want price to break this, then only we look for a change of pattern. Right here, this is the strong low, which took out the previous high here. So if this breaks, then we can look for retest and buy side entry. But if you look at 4 hour, we can see price have tapped this order block. If you go to 1 hour, we can see there is imbalance over here, imbalance on one order block. Then price can sweep all this liquidity and then it will continue. So we can look for a sell side trade also. But if price gives us change of pattern, then only look for buy side trade. Hello, hello. Okay, let's see GU. On GU, I marked this on morning. So we have this order block, which broke the structure. Price have tapped this area. We want price to give us a change of pattern in this area. If you look at our order block, this is a single candlestick which took out the order block, like which took out whole move and mitigated this order block. Here it took out the liquidity. We have this mitigation. So we want price to give us a change of pattern, but right now there is no structure in this leg. So I think price will create some kind of liquidity and then it should sweep and then it should give us a change of pattern. That's when we will enter and target with the next high. What is movement on BTC? BTC, like I've been long on BTC only. Let's see what's for today. So like I've been calling out like longs on BTC from here, this move, this move, this move to the upside. Right now, if we see, price have mitigated this order block, so we can expect a downside move because all this liquidity has been swept out. Like the people who are selling over here, price have swept their liquidity, and it should continue to the downside. Like if you look at 1 minute, everything here is mitigated. This is a structure break. So if we mark order block from here, this zone, which is a flip zone, so we have this breaker block order block combination. So we can expect price to tap this area, it should create liquidity. Then we can look for a sell side trade from here. Buy side, you can look from this order block. This is order block where you can look for buy side trade, because this is the order block which broke the previous structure. This structure was broken by this order block, and there is already a liquidity over here. I am full time. So we can expect price to break this high, and I think on gold there will be a good momentum to the upside. So let's wait for price to break this high. On US 30, we have this interesting area where we can look for a buy side trade. So on Thursday live, I was waiting for price to look for buys from these areas, but then this thing happened, which this is a clear indication that price took out the liquidity, and candle closed below this area in 30 minutes. So this is a strong sign that there will be a downside momentum. And I also called this move. This happens a lot on US 30. So if you go to 30 minutes, we have this order block on 30 minute on US 30, which has been mitigated. So this becomes our trend line liquidity. And if you go to 50 minutes, we can see there is an imbalance below this order block, which is this one. And there is order block below this area. So we can see price started to sweep this liquidity from here. If we go to 5 minutes, this is the move which took out the liquidity. So we'll try to mark this area as our zone for entry. Another zone is below this area. So this is the main area where we can look for a buy side. Like price will give us a confirmation, it should break the previous structure. Then only we look for entry, because here this week broke the structure. It works as order block. If you go to 30 minutes, we'll say this 4 has been fulfilled. So that's why we want price to break the previous structure first, then only we look for entry. Like this is the whole order block. I'm just marking the refined order block over here. So this is the whole area. Because BTC move in liquidity areas. Yes, I've been calling out all whole move to the upside. Like a lot of people were trying to sell BTC. If you look at Ethereum is also at buy side area, but because if BTC goes to downside, Ethereum will also break this order block here. If you look at 4 on Ethereum, this high has been swept out. And if we try to mark the strong low, this strong low has been already mitigated here. So there is no strong low. We have this strong low on 4R, which is this one. And then this whole move, there is not a single liquidity sweep to the from sell side. Here we see there is not even a single strong high. Like this price created high, but it did not take any liquidity from the previous high. This is just a random high which was broken by the structure. We have multiple strong lows. We have this strong low. There is no strong low over here. So we can say that if this breaks, if price breaks this zone, then we can expect a bearish move to the downside, and again it should give us a correction. So if you want to look for buy side, you can wait for a change of pattern in this area. Wait for price to break the previous high. In this case, this is the high. You want price to break this high. Then only look for a buy side trade. And if this fails, then probably look for sell side trade. Because we have this liquidity sweep. BTC create a strong green candle of BTC to. So if you look at here in this area on BTC, we can see there is this channel. We have this trend line liquidity upside. We have this liquidity, like not this liquidity, but we have this channel thing going on. And if you look at this order block has been not been this order block has not been mitigated here. We can see price tap that exact order block. So it will not go to the downside, but we can expect a correction, like sorry, a pullback. A pullback can happen from this area. It will react. We can look for a reaction. We are not putting a top target below this areas, like there is this buying order block. We are not targeting all these lows. We are just waiting for price to react. Like we are just trading reactions. For example, if price comes at this area, we look for reaction to the upside. That's it. And the target will be the next high. In this case, if price breaks this high, previous high, and we get a reaction, stop loss below this low, next high, whichever high it is, it will be your next target. That's it. Please hit the like button. So on DXY, we can see there are bullish candles. Like here, we can see there are two green candles. So on Euro USD, I think it should continue to the downside in US 30. So in the morning, I was waiting for price to, like I already entered, price hit my stop loss here. I thought it should continue to the upside. Price broke the structure, created liquidity. It was not that strong liquidity, but it gave me reaction here, and then it hit my stop loss at break even. So if we use this as this area as our sell side, we can see price broke the structure. We have this clear imbalance, this trend line liquidity. We can look for a sell side trade from here. Again, we have this sell side order block, which took out the previous liquidity. So if you go to 30 minutes, we can see, not 30 minutes, but on 1 hour, here. This is a refined order block. We have two order blocks on Euro USD, where we can look for sell side trades. On odd USD, I marked this order block in the morning on 30 minutes order block. So here, if DXY continues to the upside, probably this order block will be failed. So let's see if this gives us change of pattern, then only we look for entry. Same on EU. Mark out daily open, previous day high low. I don't use that. I just trade based on liquidity. Please hit the like button. So there is this order block on DXY. This is the inducement again. This has been mitigated, I think so. So here, this is the breaker block, and this is where price took out this liquidity. So we can expect price to DXY to tap this area and take this as a support resistance zone, and then it will continue the upside. Same thing. Let's see. You can see the liquid gas after trading to these levels. Yeah, it's, you can see before this happening, like for example here, we know that price have this candle which broke the structure, and again it closed. If you go to 50 minutes, we can see this candle closed in the structure, like not closed in the structure, but Here it's very close to the structure. And the second big candle is to the green side. So we can expect price to go to the upside because this is a bullish engulfing with a liquid sweep. So we can expect price to go to the upside. And also, if you look at higher time frame, we can see price have already at this discount level. Like it's not 100% correct, but and we are not entering based on this. If price breaks the structure, previous structure, then only we'll say that this was yes, this was liquid sweep. If DXY reacts from any of this level, let's go to lower time frame, then only we'll understand if price has mitigated or not. Here, this is the move which took out this liquidity and then broke the structure. If we look at here, this has not been mitigated, and there is a slight imbalance. If you go to 50 minutes, 30 minutes, here on 50 minutes, it's very clear that this is the candle which took out liquidity, and this is where price started to go up. And here, right now, its price has been mitigating. So I think price can react from this area only. So if this does, then probably GU and EU should continue. So let's wait first. If price gives us senior fighter on DXY, then probably it should continue the upside. So I'm still confused over here. Euro is relatively cool. I'm not trying to tell you how to trade, just observation in read of price trends in privacy. Yeah, it's again. I'm not offended. I just said that I don't use any sessions like session liquidity, market daily open, daily high. Daily. This order log is too big. On Kate GPU, I sent this chart in the morning on the group. Here, price took out the liquidity, then gave us a structure break over here. I was waiting for price to tap like a few days ago. I think on Thursday, I marked this chart. Here, we have this trend line equity, we have this clear order block, and then again, price created new high, creating this order block. Price took out the liquidity. This order block has been mitigated. So here we can see price have broken this previous structure and created new high. But if you go to lower time frame, there's too much noise, like there's so much consolidation at this area. If you go to 50 minutes, we have this imbalance. If you go to 5 minutes, we have this order block here, but it's too big. So we want price to, here what we now want is, we want price to create more liquidity, and then we expect price to sweep and fulfill this imbalance, and then we look for a change of rider from here. So price don't have to mitigate this order block, and it's better that price does not mitigate, because it will create more liquidity, and then probably price will come at our original order block, which is this one. So we have still imbalance left over here, and target with the next high. So price will create more liquidity, it should sweep the liquidity, and then give us a change of pattern. Retest entry, next high, target stop loss below this low. Because there is no point in entering directly here, because order block is too big, and if use order block like stop loss and put our target here, this is around 1:3, but it will take too much time. Yeah, we can expect price to tap this order block. So this is the candle which took out the previous lows, and we had all this has been mitigated. This is 5-minute candle. The structure has not broken with the candle body on 5 minutes. So let's see if price reacts. I'm not entering, I'm just marking this area. I'm not entering, I'm just seeing if this plays out or not. Hello, hello. I'm good. How are you? Thank you. Thank you so much. Euro SD, the thing is, if you look at DXY, price is still in the internal structure. We have the strong low here. We have the strong high. Price gives a change of fader here. If you look at daily time frame, then it's just a high low. This is our higher low. This is a lower low. Sorry, lower high, lower low. So price is in the internal structure. Price is in the internal structure. So if you look at this area, we have this DXY, this 4-hour order block. And if you look at 1 hour, we'll see that this order block has been mitigated. But if you look at 35 minutes, then we'll see that this is the candle which took out the liquidity. So this is our original order block, and price has not been mitigated this order block. Price have not mitigated this order block. And here we have this trend line liquidity to the downside. So I was waiting for price to break this high and give us a new structure, because I was seeing this as liquidity sweep. Like I was seeing this as change of fighter here and created a new high. But when I look at this on 50-minute time frame, so I think price will give us a pullback, or maybe price will continue downside from here. Then all the GBP pairs, and so here on GBP USD we have this order block. Price have tapped the order block and it should continue higher, breaking this high. And same thing on GAUD. Euro USD, I still don't know. We have this order block below this area. So let's see what price does. AUD also we have this nice order block. So price have not tapped what I have marked. Maybe there is some problem in the refinement. On gold, so I have marked this order block on 1 August, but price did not mitigate this order blocks. Here price gave us a change of pattern, not change of pattern, but price broke the structure which took out the liquidity. So I think price will continue to the upside. I'm not entering over here. And let's see what price does. If this structure is broken, then I'll look for buy side trade. On NZUSD, this is order block. We have this trend line liquidity. Price created multiple highs. We have this whole trend line liquidity to the upside, more liquidity. There is this order block. If this breaks, then we can look for buy side from here. Now I'm still confused on Euro SD. I'm not sure. Euro SD, I don't have any order block where I will look for a buy side entry, because this order block has been already mitigated. If you look at this order block, this has been mitigated, so it becomes our trend line liquidity. If price taps our order block here and then gives us change of factor, then only I look for buy side trade. And here, if price breaks this area, then only I look for a sell side trade. So change of factor is what I'm looking for to give a confirmation, because I'm still confused. So sometimes if you don't understand the structure, just leave it. I'll just skip this pair and I look for a clear indication, clear trades on another pair. That's what I do. So you don't have to take trades. Depends, like if I'm scalping on 30 seconds or 1 minute, then probably 10-15 minutes. Hello, Shubham. GJ, there's we have look at this area and 1 hour. This is where we have this breaker block, which like 1 hour breaker block. Again, there is order block which broke the structure. So we look at 30 minutes, 5 minutes. This area has not been mitigated, so we can look for entry from this area. So higher time frame, if you look at, so this is the breaker block, an order block here. Retest, we can look for continuation trade to the upside. Stop loss below this low. Target next highs. So this is the first take profit. Also, we have equal highs to the upside. Here, everything has been mitigated. So all this is a strain line liquidity. But if price sweeps this liquidity and then gives us chain of pattern, then this will not work. Please hit the like button. Hello, hello. GBP, I think price will continue to the upside. If you look at higher time frame, then price have already, like, we have this imbalance. And if price takes this liquidity, probably it will sweep the next high. Same thing on gold. So I'm expecting price to break this previous high. Already price have broken here, but on 5 minutes we can say this is with a wick. Still this candle has been holding too much. Let's see. So New York's will open now, 7 o'clock, the stock market. So here price have tapped this area. If this breaks, continues to the upside, we look for a buy side entry. And if this fails, then probably there will be continuation to the downside. Just like this. If we look at 4 hour, price have already creating this trend line. So let's see what price does. Change of rider or a continuation to the upside. Like, I want price to create a change of rider, for example, and then I look for buy side. Or else if price rapidly goes to the upside and then creates inducement, like inducement and structure break, then I'll look for retest, something like this. CatGP is continuing to the upside. So this is a chart I shared in the group. It's the same analysis. Here you can see this is the 11:11 in the morning. So price responded, like reacted from the area, and now it's continuing to the upside. So this is the gold chart which was shared in the group. August 8, 11:31, same time. Here we can see this is the imbalance. If you look at gold from here, we have this order block which gave us a breakout structure. Price tab gave us a change of pattern. This is where I entered. Stop loss above this area. Targeting next lows. NZD CAD, this is the chart. 11th August, 11:22, same thing. Price both the structure created new high, but it didn't follow through. Price held stop loss at this break even. So NZD has not been tapped. GBP USD August 8. So this is where now price is tapping. And this is the GJ chart on 5 minutes. Price created liquidity after the, like this is a pre-London. If we look at this move, which is this one also I showed. If you look at 5 minutes, this is our entry. And targeting the next high, so we can see it's still continue to upside. And okay, that's it. It's for the course members. It's a like closed group. Please hit the like button. So the price have been sweeping this liquidity. Now it will continue downside. So that's it for today. It's in 1 hour. See you tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Please hit the like button. And all these areas, wait for confirmation. Don't enter directly. We have this term speaks at 7:30. So it's 7:09 right now.